counterplay inside, picking his way back to the 10, to the 5.
It's time for high school sports right here on your home for local sports, the NCWLIFE Channel. Today's broadcast is brought to you by August Edge Real Estate, Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Doghouse Motorsports, Global Car Care, the Highlander Golf Course and Grill, JDSA Law, Laura Mounter Real Estate, Les Schwab Tires, One Way Construction, Pat Armstrong Ford Lincoln, Save Mart, Sangster Motors, Wenatchee Powersports, Earthwise Pet, and Chelan Douglas Casa. And now let's get ready for high school sports. It starts now on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Eastmont High School in East Wenatchee, Washington for today's encounter between the Quincy Jackrabbits and the Eastmont Wildcats. Hi again, I'm Sebastian Moraga. Alongside me, as always, is Matt Wisen, our soccer expert. And what a game. A team that is 4-1 against an undefeated team. We can't ask for much more than that this early in the season. Matt Wisen.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I haven't seen much of Quincy.
It's been a while.
I know a few of their players, and they can put a hurt on people. So Eastmont is, I don't know if they've seen Quincy either, other than maybe at the club level. So it's going to be good. It's great weather. It's a perfect night for soccer.
All right. We're sure going to enjoy this one. When we come back, we have interviews with the coaches of both sides, the keys to the game, the starting lineups, and a whole lot more here on NCWLIFE Channel. It's the Jacks against the Wildcats. You won't want to miss it. Don't go away. Welcome back to Eastmont High School. We're just about ready to witness this contest between the Eastmont Wildcats and the Quincy Jackrabbits. And right next to me is the head coach of the home team today, the Eastmont Wildcats, Vidal Hurtado. Coach, always a pleasure.
Thank you.
And quick look at the last game. It was a good game, but it was a tough pill to swallow, losing Klinkenberg to injury. How's this team responding in the days after that?
We first of all, we wanted to wish her well. We miss her.
Will do.
Send her the love. We just got the next person up, and I think we did that. We had to pull up a player from JV to try her out in at least Bickford. So we just got to continue on. We definitely missed. I call her Clink Clink. So I'm looking forward for her return. But do it in a timely manner.
Absolutely. Now we have Quincy, a team that is 4-1 in the middle of a great renaissance with Coach Tafoya at the helm for 3 years now. What kind of challenges does a team like this present today?
I'd probably say the same thing as last week against Cascade. I don't know. I don't have any film on them. Did not get to see them play against Ephrata. I know that they had a contested game there.
Yeah, they lost 3-2.
Yeah, so I don't know. Again, it's adjusting to their strengths and then trying to find areas, weaknesses for them and try to attack that side.
All right. This is their third game in a row at home. Has that played to your advantages, having some home cooking early on?
Well, at least we don't have to travel. We don't have to get on that big yellow bus, so that's a positive. And parents get to be here and see their kids, so it's a huge positive. I don't know if it plays into the game, but we love playing home.
All right. Glad to have you here, Coach. Thank you very much. When we come back, we will have the coach for the Quincy Jackrabbits, Francisco Tafoya, the keys to the game, the starting lineups, and a whole lot more here on NCWLIFE Channel. Don't go away.
Don't worry, all the fun is around the corner. There's no better time to get ready than now with Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa Spring Sale. Stock Up and Save sale is now going on in-store and online at bluelagoompoolandspa.com. Even pool heaters are on sale. Financing available upon approval. Credit 24-month no interest with equal payments. Stop by today or order online at bluelagoompoolandspa.com. Free water testing available in store or curbside. Going on now through June 1st.
Welcome back to Eastmont High School, where in a few minutes we will witness the local team, the Eastmont Wildcats, battle it out against the visiting Quincy Jackrabbits. And right next to me is the head coach of the Jacks, Francisco Tafoya. Coach, always a pleasure. And a good start, 4-1, but that loss to Ephrata still stinging a little bit, perhaps?
It is. It's a little salty, you know. It was probably the closest game that I've had against Ephrata in my coaching career with the girls. So to come 3-2, it still stings, like you said.
It's tough. How has the team responded to that bit of adversity?
Pretty well, you know. We bounced back. I think it was against OMAC, and we went 5-0, so couldn't have asked for anything better than that. So.
All right. Now, this is your third year coaching for those of you at home who are not familiar with Quincy, and the team seems to be in the middle of a great renaissance after some tough years. And then after you came on, the first year, you went to the playoffs, second year, another good season. What seems to be the key? Why are the girls buying in so well?
I think it's just a good senior and junior class that, you know, came in a few years back, and they just gel really well together. So that's primarily the key focus there.
All right. What are your expectations for today's game? A tough contest against another team having a very good start to the season.
Well, them being a 4A, you know, we're going to just try to keep it close and give them a competitive game. So we're going to try to keep it within a couple goals if that's the case. But that's the main idea for today.
All right, Coach, always a pleasure. Thank you very much. That was Francisco Tafoya, head coach of the Quincy Jackrabbits. When we come back, we have the keys to the game, the starting lineups, and a whole lot more here on NCW Live Channel. Don't go away.
By working together as a community, we can all play a part in promoting children's well-being and strengthening families. April is National Child Abuse Prevention Month. Shalane Douglas CASA is dedicated to supporting families and reducing the risk of child abuse and neglect. Join us in our community-wide Pinwheel project and help keep kids safe. If you suspect a child is being abused or neglected, please call 1-866-363-4276.
Highlander Golf Course is proud to announce their 2 new state-of-the-art full-swing golf simulators with over 80 courses of virtual golf to choose from year-round. Or try their Laser Shot simulated firearm program, or gaming with football, basketball, and much more. Enjoy Highlander food and drink service from their full-service bar and grill in the comfort of their simulator room. Call the Highlander Pro Shop to book your time at 884-4653. That's 884-4653.
JDSA Law is a proud sponsor of these local sports broadcasts. They've been serving North Central and Eastern Washington since 1946. For over 70 years, their team of dedicated professionals has delivered quality, innovative legal services. JDSA Law partners with you to provide the finest legal advice and support as you navigate your personal and business challenges, risks, and accomplishments. At JDSA Law, they salute our local athletes and wish them well on another excellent season of competition.
Eastmont High School, where we are just about ready to start this contest between the visiting Quincy Jackrabbits and the Eastmont Wildcats.
Number 9, Kylie.
Right quick, we're going to give you the starting lineups. First, the visiting Quincy Jackrabbits jump onto the pitch with Jocelyn Scapman on goal, number 1. Defenders, number 2, Jasmine Quintero, and number 12, Stephanie Aguirre. And a whole pile of midfielders, number 3, Lilian Peña, number 7, Sheridan Donovan, number 8, Genesis Nayeli Salazar, number 10, Brianna Pedregon, number 11, Claritza Cruz, and number 15, Carla Nunez.
Number 21,
Doing the lonesome thing out front, the lone forward, number 9,
Number
Emily
22,
Whirl.
Paige Fisher. Jackrabbits are coached by
The referees are
Francisco Tafoya,
gathered
assisted
at
by
the center
Marvin
circle
Ortiz and Veronica Cruz.
with
The Wildcats, are
the
coached by
Wildcats
Diallo
lined up
Carlo,
along one of the sidelines and the
assisted by
Jackrabbits
Matthew
lined up
and Lily
near
Fisher.
the center of the field.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We're going to take a
rise
quick break
and remove your hats
for the national anthem, and when we come back, we have the starters for Eastmont and a whole lot more here on NCW Live Channel. Don't go away.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's friendly staff strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists, proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
Doghouse Motorsports just won Best Motorsports Store for the 7th year in a row. Is it the great facility? Is it the fantastic products? Or is it?
I'm Bobby.
And I'm Tabor.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Glenn.
Hi, I'm Todd.
I'm Jeff.
And this is the Doghouse Service Team.
Hi, I'm Dee.
And I'm Dwayne.
And I'm Kathy.
Come on in and experience the Doghouse.
Are you in the Doghouse?
At Earthwise Pet, we take an all-natural approach to wellness and nutrition. Our professional certified groomers were trained by the best in the Pacific Northwest. Our staff here at Earthwise Pet are all certified in pet nutrition. We are here to help you select the perfect food, supplement, and anything else you may need to make sure your pet is living its best and most healthy life. Earthwise Pet, Nutrition Center and Wellness Spa. Online or in the store, we are here for you.
Eastmont High School in East Wenatchee, Washington. We gave you the starters for Quincy before the break. Now the starters for the Eastmont Wildcats. The Wildcats jump onto the pitch, led by number 1 goalkeeper Cora Fry. Defenders number 5 Ellie Little, number 9 Kylie Rosen, number 14 Annalise Bauman, number 18 Kylie May Treichett, number 21 Riley Fisher, number 22 Paige Fisher, number 10 Megan Chandler, number 12 Kendall Flanagan, number 13 Jayden Brown, and number 16 Ellie Prazer. We're just about ready to begin the action here. The Quincy Jackrabbits decked in white and green on the left side of your screen, ladies and gentlemen. And on the right side of your screen, decked in Columbia blue, the Eastmont Wildcats. It looks like Quincy will begin the action in just a few more ticks of the clock. Referees checking their watches. As we await the start of this contest. At the center circle, we can find Miss Emily Whirl. And just like the good old senator used to say, esto comienza, señores. This is just about to get started. We are in business here at Wildcat Stadium. Matt Wisen, you mentioned something at the beginning of this broadcast that may well be the tale of the tape here. A 1A school going up against a 4A school. The 4A school may tend to take it a little too lightly, perhaps.
Yeah, there's always that danger there, where you feel like you got it in the bag before the game's even started, and a lot of times the underdog, if you will use that as fuel to really get them motivated, and sometimes you can sneak up on them and get a surprise goal.
Little
Moving the ball upfield for the Eastmont Wildcats. Taken away by Whirl. The battle is at midfield. Quintero. Pedregon. Defensive maneuver by the Wildcats. Rusin upfield. Ball bounces back and out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Wildcats. We're back in action now. Jayden Brown. Flanagan with a bit of trouble. Flanagan. On the mark is Lilian Peña. Rusin. All the way back for Bauman. Little. Back to Rusin. Rusin playing in lieu of the injured Klinkenberg. Bauman. Ball goes out of bounds. Throwing for Quincy. Peña. Flanagan with a bit of room. On the mark is Aguirre. Good ball that time. Jayden Brown into the box. Right-footed shot getting ready. And it sails over the crossbar. First clear opportunity of scoring for the Eastmont Wildcats goes wasting, man. Wisen.
Yeah, good job getting that turn and going in on goal. And closer she got to goal, the bigger it got. And yeah, I think it was one of those, it was just too open kind of a scenario. And you got a little bit too amped up, put a little too much juice on that ball. But as we've seen in the past, when Jayden has had those opportunities early on, she's tended to make up for him in the past, later on in the game. So I'm not too worried right yet.
Throw in for the Wildcats with Kendall Flanagan putting it back into play. Pedregon on the mark is Paige Fisher. Pushing it upfield now. Collected by Sheridan Donovan. Another deep ball for Peña. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Eastmont ball. Rusin. The header by Brown. Back to Rusin. Battling it with Lilian Peña. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Quincy ball. The delivery does not work as Paige Fisher scoops it away. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Quincy ball yet again as we approach the 4-minute mark here in the first half. Quincy and Eastmont. Eastmont and Quincy tied at 0-0. Riley Fisher under some pressure. Brown. Flanagan. The touch for Megan Chandler, almost creating some havoc there. Samantha Castro on the clearing. Flag is up. The assistant referee has called an offside, it looks like. It will be indirect free kick for the Quincy Jackrabbits. Pat Armstrong Ford Lincoln, home of the lifetime warranty. At Pat Armstrong Ford Lincoln, customer satisfaction is number one. Stop on by today.
Carla will be kicking into the ball.
The indirect free kick for Quincy taken care of by Miss Carla Nunez. As soon as the referee says it's okay to do so, and he does. Taken back quickly by Brown. Nice slalom piece there. Right-footed shot and the stop by Jocelyn Skapman of Quincy. Let me double check to see if that's right. She's wearing a different number on her jersey than it appears on the roster. So we will check back up on that shortly. Ball sent out of bounds. It will be Eastmont ball. Flanagan over the head of Chandler for Brown. Good touch. A little too long for Chandler. A bit good idea there. And it will ultimately be goal kick for Quincy.
Goal kick for the Jackrabbits.
Oh, yes, indeed. It's number one, and it's Jocelyn Skapman. Taken back by Brown, opening the game way up now. Or may try it. Good maneuver. Oh, and it sails just past the control of her right foot. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Quincy ball. 6 minutes 16 on the clock. This moment of the game brought to you by Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa. Great service with a personal touch. That is their commitment to you. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa provides a different kind of full service care that gives their clients peace of mind. Visit their showroom today. A deep run down the right side. The back line of Eastmont under some pressure there. And it shows as the ball goes out of bounds. It will be Quincy ball. Lilian Peña taking care of it.
Lilian will be throwing it in.
6:53 on the clock now. There's the throw-in. Top of the box. Trying to connect with Sheridan Donovan. A name with a long history in the first part of the 20th century in the soccer program for 21st century, I beg your pardon, in the soccer program for Quincy High School. Shot across. Swept away that time by Clarissa Cruz. Rusin. Bauman. Little. Touch up field for May Treichit. Back to Bauman. Bauman. Trying to thread the needle there. Rusin. Paige Fisher. The deep through ball that time does not pay dividends, and the stop by Ms. Jocelyn Skapman. Fisher. Touch to the back for May Treichit. Bauman. Rusin. On the mark is Peña. Flanagan. Good move. Back to Rusin. Back to Flanagan. On the mark now is Pedregon. Paige Fisher. Riley Fisher. Deep ball. Good maneuver. Some room for Brown. And not a major problem for Jayden Brown. Such calm. Such coolness, Matt Wisen, to open the scoring here at Wildcat Stadium.
You know, that opened up with Fisher, seeing that passing lane open up and the defense splitting, and her and Brown just combined perfectly, and it was a great run through and good, calm put away by Miss Brown.
Absolutely. It's 1-0 Eastmont. Let's see what manner of response the Quincy Jackrabbits put forth. 9 minutes, 23 seconds. The first tally of the contest, courtesy of Jayden Brown.
For the Wildcats.
Bauman. Cora Fry. Back to Bauman. Fisher. May Treichit. Good maneuver, leaving one behind, trying for two. The touch for Megan Chandler. Once again connecting with Jayden Brown. This could be interesting under some pressure now. The touch for Flanagan, getting that right foot ready. Whistle on the play. Flag is up. Offsides. I don't know if I'm ever going to get tired of watching Brown, Flanagan, and Chandler wreak havoc on the final third, Matt Wisen. They really, really know each other. They know their strengths. They know how to play to feet. They know how to play into space. It's a delight to watch when it's working well.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch, and they just keep getting better and better, and it's it's fun watching. I'm more of an attacking player myself, and love watching good offense and love watching good chemistry, and love watching defense try to figure them out, and a lot of times, especially with a new defense going up against that threesome, they can be they're more often than not
Oh, mistake by the back line. Mano a mano. Chandler, the shot. Make it 2-0. Speak of the devil, Matt
I was going to
Wisen.
say surprised in a bad way, and I think they just got surprised again as Chandler came in and tallied the second score of the game.
It's 2-0 Eastmont. And it's starting to get late really early here for the Quincy Jackrabbits. We're back in action now. Quintero pushing the ball upfield for Genesis Nayeli Salazar. Ball goes out of bounds. It's a throw-in for the Jacks. Nunez taken away by the Wildcats. Bauman. Fisher. Rusin. The turn. Back to Bauman. Pressure by Peña. Going Route 1 back to Cora Fry. Bauman. Switching roles with Rusin for the moment. Fisher. May try it. Taken back by Quintero. Stolen at midfield once again by the Wildcats. May try it. Back to Bauman. It must be such a source of comfort, Matt Wisen, for the midfielders of Eastmont to turn around and see Bauman back there at center back.
Yeah, Eastmont's been working on building out of the back.
Through ball, everybody's on side. Sorry about that, Matt.
Yeah, no worries. They're down in their attacking third, and let's see what they can do with it.
Flanagan. Right foot across. May try it. Top of the box. Cleared away by the back line of the Jacks. Rusin. Leaving Sheridan Donovan behind.
Offside.
Whistle on the play. Must be the third or fourth offside so far, and we're only a minute 13 and change here at Wildcat Stadium. Thank you once again for joining us. Sebastian Moraga on the call, Matt Wisen on the expert analysis, and I'd like to send a quick shout out to a young man. I brought my kids to the futsal court you mentioned last broadcast, Matt Wisen. I never seen it before, and there was this little boy. Couldn't have been older than 10 or 11 years old. We have a substitution for Quincy. It looks like number 8. Nayeli Salazar has re-entered this contest, and Lilian Peña is taking a little break. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for the Wildcats. Chandler battling with Samantha Castro. Whistle, make that flag is up. Ball went out of bounds, and Castro herself will put it back into play. Little. Brown. Chandler. On the mark is Quintero. Shot across. Doesn't make it too deep into the box. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be a corner kick for Eastmont. First one of the game for either team.
For the Wildcats.
As the Wildcats lead the Jackrabbits 2-0. May Treichert enters the box, then retreats. Oh, nice shot that time. Good effort by the Eastmont Wildcats.
Yeah, well-designed corner kick there.
That was Megan Chandler with a right-footed half volley that sailed over the crossbar. Matt Wisen, you were saying?
Oh, just saying, well-designed corner kick. That was kind of a. Let's see what's going to happen here.
Taken back. Brown. Right footer, and once again sailing wide.
Well, they ran a defender in late. It's kind of what you'd call a dummy run, kind of to get the attention of the defense and hopefully draw one of the defenders out of the box. And that's exactly what happened. And then the ball was played into that vacant spot where Miss Chandler ran in and got the shot.
Something very special happening now. A freshman getting some playing time early in the season, trying to get some experience. It's number 4 for the Eastmont Wildcats, Miss Elise Bickford. Everybody starts someplace. Who knows? We may be witnessing the birth of a star.
Yeah, her dad is a FC coach, Mr. Shane Bickford, and Elise has been with that team for a while and earned her start here tonight. And
so the good soccer genes are in place, it sounds like.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And, it's unfortunate, but they're all a tight-knit group. She's coming in for the injured player from last week. We saw the
for Klinkenberg.
Correct. Yeah, the broken
Clink, as Coach says they call her.
I'm sure Miss Bickford is going to do her best to fill the vacancy from that role.
Absolutely. So far, so good. Free kick for the Eastmont Wildcats. 17 minutes, 2 seconds on the clock. Eastmont leading Quincy 2-0. Matrajcit, Little, Bauman, Bickford, Bauman, sailing over the head of almost everybody. Little, back to Bauman, under some pressure now, makes a bit of a mistake. Into the box, Quincy goes. It was, what did the referee call it? I think
goal
kick. A goal kick. Okay,
yeah.
I have my doubts. It was Michelle Acevedo with the ball for Quincy.
Eastmont just couldn't turn and face the way they wanted to go. And when you're playing with your back to the field, it's always tough to get that ball out of the back. And got to get those players more side on and facing the field and moving the ball quicker.
Matrajcit. A clean touch, it looked like, and the referee agrees with us. Deep ball. Off to the races is Flanagan. Scapman with a bit of hesitation, and she finally decides to go after it.
Just a couple inches away from telling that third one there.
Yeah. Indeed. Ball sent with more urgency than style out of bounds by number 14, Bauman. Fisher, Paige Fisher. A touch upfield. Into the circle. Praiser. Taken back by Quintero. Chandler. The through ball trying to connect with Flanagan, and it does. Left-footed, right-footer, sails wide, but over there is Brown to keep it alive. And if Flanagan had been paying attention, something interesting might have happened. But instead, it's probably just going to be. We're still in action. Oh my goodness! I stand corrected. And now sending it away, and far from danger, was Brianna Pedregon.
Genesis takes the throw in.
Anything can happen in any given moment, now, Wisen, it seems like.
Got to be paying attention. You got to be communicating too. So we just saw there that it looked like it was going to clear the field of play, and it stayed in. And
another through ball. This time it's Brown. Accompanying is Chandler. Brown going solo into the box, getting that right foot ready. There it is, the shot and the stop nimbly by Miss Scapman. Let me finish my story from early. Yesterday, I finally got the chance to visit that futsal field across the street here. Lovely little facility.
Bunch of kids playing on it right now.
And there was this young boy named Hector. And my son, who's basically sick and tired of playing with his old man, asked Hector if they could play together. And Hector is a little older than my son, so I was a little concerned. But Hector could not have been nicer. He was so sweet and so patient. There's a good through ball that time. Flag is up. None of that will count. Good opportunity that time by Paige Fisher, but the referee, the assistant referee, called it offsides. It will be an indirect free kick for the Jackrabbits. And, of course, in one of those moments that I grow to regret, my son, I suggested to my son that he and Hector play me 2 against 1. And boy, I tell you, I remembered really quickly, realized really quickly that I'm not 10, 15, or 18 anymore, because I needed timeouts every, 2 minutes to catch my breath. A good through ball that time, and there's Flanagan. They're asking for a flag up, and they get it. But he was so kind and so nice that I just want to say thank you to his family for raising such an outstanding little guy. He was just terrific to hang out with, and he was super kind to my son, and is a pretty good soccer player in his own right too. So my compliments to his family.
That's been our experience with both Met-How and Douglas Park here. With the players that have been hanging around, they've been more than happy to include the younger kids and just bring them along, and it's been a really good experience for a lot of people at those 2 courts.
I couldn't agree more. And of course, my son had such a good time that he asked me to take him again today. And we came here, and the court was filled with Douglas County Fire District 2 firefighters. I mean, there were at least half a dozen, easy. Tell you more after this, because here comes Quincy on a big counter now. Bauman trying to put out the danger. Bit of a collision there. Good job on defense by Bickford. Now it's Fisher. There's Bickford. Flanagan. Chandler. Through ball. Good idea. Flanagan down the middle awaits Brown, it looks like. To her it goes into the box. If she shakes one off, it could be dangerous. There's the shot, and
goal.
That sails past the goalkeeper, and it's 3-0. Down in that corner there where the mousetrap stays, where the mice share the cheese and shoot the breeze. The 3-0 goal.
Yeah, good little bend on that right foot there, and you've got to bring in now. I mean, Quincy needs to know as soon as she gets the ball, she's going to be pulling that back onto her right foot and looking to pull the trigger. And one defender there isn't enough. It's simply just not enough. You're going to have double her up when she gets the ball, make her pass.
Giovanna Ramirez enters the contest for Eastmont. And we're back in action now. So Jayden Brown with 2 personal tallies today. A bit too long that time for Miss Flanagan. Quincy putting it back into play. And as a coda to the story I was telling, today we came back to the futsal court, and it was filled with Douglas County Fire District 2 firefighters. And I thought, well, we're going to be waiting a while, then it'll be my son's turn. But the firefighters were like, no, come play with us. And I thought, okay, somebody's going to end up crying here. It's going to be my child, because these guys were so much taller and so much bigger. And here comes Flanagan the shot, and Scapman with the stop. But no. They played for like half an hour. They let my son score a couple of easy goals, and they let him take corner kicks and throw-ins and the whole bit, and they couldn't have been nicer. So a quick shout-out and a thank you to the fine folks at Douglas County Fire District number 2 here in East Wenatchee. It is a really great facility. I am beyond impressed by.
And the good thing about those is they don't take up a whole lot more room than a tennis court.
True.
You can build them very economically.
Yeah, two or three of them. Yeah, absolutely.
And communities that have invested in those fields are having tournaments.
No kidding.
You can get lots of games on those quickly. You don't have to have a full 11, 15-person team to come play in a tournament.
5-on-5, 6-on-6, yeah, no problem. Yeah. So my compliments to Eastmont Metro Parks and the city of East Wenatchee.
And Wenatchee's got one on at the Met House Park.
They do?
Yep.
I'm going to have to check it out.
And it's a great little facility, too. And there's some restrooms there and play toys as well. And that and lights. And just like this one's got lights. And they go well into the night.
Free kick for Quincy. 26-26 on the clock. With the Quincy Jacks trailing Eastmont 3-0. There's the shot. And Super Fry. First time that we've seen her tested today, she responds in outstanding fashion. This moment of the game brought to you by Chelan Douglas Casa, court-appointed special advocates for children. We're back in action now. Now down the right flank we go. On the mark for Quincy is Carla Nunez. Shot across. And the stop by Scabman.
A long kick by Jocelyn.
Trying to catch it was Donovan. Taken back by Paige Fisher. On the mark now is Emily Whirl. Joanna Ramirez. Over to chase it now is
Julie will be throwing it in.
Quincy via number 5, Julie Sanchez. Taken back. A good steal that time. Off to the races is Chandler. Ball remains in bounds. Chandler. On the mark is Claritza Cruz. Ball goes out of bounds. And the assistant referee and the center referee say it is a goal kick for the Jackrabbits of Quincy, Washington.
I was talking to Megan before the game tonight, and you can see she's got her legs both taped up, and she's been battling quad issues for a while now, and it's really frustrating. I mean, it's a really difficult season to have an injury because it's so compact. You don't have much chance to rest.
No. The games happen so much more quickly than in a regular season in a small frame of time.
Mm-hmm. And if you miss a game or two, that's quarter of your season because it's such a condensed short season that it's just really difficult.
But hey, you know what? We're having games. They're having games, and
absolutely
after 16 months, we'll take what we can get. 2 substitutions coming for the Eastmont Wildcats. Looks like Kayla Raymond, number 20. And a deep run that time. Scabman's going to get there first. The clearing doesn't quite work because there's Flanagan. Nice touch by Flanagan. Into the box she will go. She will deliver the pass. The left-footed shot is coming. Instead she touches back to Flanagan, and it's cleared away by the Jacks. Good opportunity goes to wasting. There's Riley Fisher trying to thread the needle, and the shot, sending it to the corner kick with more urgency, with a lot more urgency than style, by the Quincy Jackrabbits, Emily Whirl.
Kick for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Eastmont was bearing down on that, and they're facing their own goal, trying to clear the ball out. And the best thing to do at that point, if you're not confident, is just send the ball out of play and regroup.
Arevalo is the other sub. And there's the shot. Ooh. Sails in front of the mouth of the goal. The return cross doesn't quite work. So it will be a goal kick for Quincy. Will we have the substitutions now?
Goal kick for the Jackrabbits.
2 subs. Raymond and Arevalo entering the contest for the Eastmont Wildcats. Good through ball that time. One-on-one between Brown and Scabman, and it's Scabman that prevails. 30 minutes, 57 seconds. Oh, my goodness, what a mistake. What a miscue. And it is Brown with another tally. What happened there, Matt Wisen?
Just can't get it out of their own end. And their defense isn't opening up very much, and they're just not very confident at playing the ball out. Without a strong foot, you need to have some width and make some quick passes, and they're just not really doing that. They're playing the ball kind of weakly in the middle, and it's been intercepted twice.
Yeah, that's death. That is absolute death. You have to open the game up, keep it away from the box and the gate. Arevalo. Bit of a shove there. Play continues, and the shoves continue. Right in front of the referee, whistle on the play. And it was Miss Brown partaking in those shoves. It's 4-0 Wildcats.
Carla Nunez will be kicking it.
This moment of the game brought to you by Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Enjoy your day at Highlander Golf Course. A bit of a mistake there. Whirl with the shot and the stop by Fry. Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Enjoy your day at Highlander Golf Course. Reserve your next tee time or plan a party in one of our simulator rooms. You don't have to be a member to dine in style. Give him a call today. Shot across. Top of the box. Can't be controlled by Miss Brown. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be goal kick for the Jackrabbits that are trailing 4-0. Speaking of the Jackrabbits, I'd like to send one last shout out, this time to a gentleman whose name appears on the roster. His name is Nick Bergman. He's the assistant superintendent for the Quincy School District, who a few weeks ago, perhaps a couple of months ago, achieved a very important milestone. He is now Dr. Nick Bergman. So, quick hello, a quick shout out to a very fine gentleman, a good friend, and of course a credit to the Quincy School District, Dr. Nick Bergman. 33-25 on the clock. Ball goes out of bounds, and it should be Eastmont ball. Looks like Arevalo will take care of it. Bit of a hesitation there. Yeah, it's a substitution coming. We'll tell you in a second. It's a Quincy player that is entering the contest. Looks like a number 19, Alba Palacios. Bauman. The deep ball. Off to the races we go. Quintero on defense. Ramirez into the box. And Scabman with a little bit of trouble. Nothing major though. Scabman with the stop.
Jocelyn takes a long kick.
Nunez looking to connect with Donovan. Palacios. Approaching the box. Palacios persevering. Ultimately prevailing was the back line of Eastmont, but only temporarily as that ball by Bauman goes out of bounds. 35 minutes on the clock. A handful of minutes left in regulation here in the first half, with the Eastmont Wildcats leading the Quincy Jackrabbits 4-0. Right back out. Arevalo on the throw-in now is Sanchez. Julie Sanchez. Donovan. Foul not called. Sanchez. Bit of a confusion there. The shot by Whirl. And Miss Fry. Showing that she is in the game. 35-41. on the clock.
Long kick by Cora Fry.
And a takeaway by Brown. The shot across and almost connected with Chandler there, but interrupted by Miss Scabman. This moment of the game brought to you by Doghouse Motorsports, now featuring the full line of on and off-road Husqvarna motorcycles. The through ball, looking to connect on the right side with Palacios, but before she can get there, it's Miss Fry to keep the wrench from catching on fire.
Long kick by Cora.
Deep ball that time, paying huge dividends, those deep balls, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, Quincy's just kind of pushed up a lot and not really prepared for that long ball to come bouncing through. And Cora's putting some oomph into those.
Yeah, she is. She is.
By the way, it's
deep ball by Whirl. Now it's Donovan. Palacios. Palacios into the box. Palacios quickly surrounded. Paige Fisher. Fisher. Donovan. Looking for Palacios. Trying again for Quincy was, looks like Sanchez. Ball goes out of bounds. It was Melbourne, actually, number 6, Brooke Melbourne. Ball back in bounds. Sanchez this time for Donovan. Battling it out with Raymond. Donovan, the shot across, bounces off Raymond, and it's a corner kick for Quincy. It would do wonders for the Quincy Jackrabbits if they can break the shutout before the end of the half, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, they need a little bit of spark going into half. Otherwise, Eastmont's going to make some adjustments, and they've looked better this season, I think, in the second half they have in the first. So they can Quincy really needs a pick-me-up.
Far post. Whirl! And that one sails over the crossbar, and it hits the net, but from the outside end. So it looked like a goal, but it walked like a goal, but it wasn't a goal.
Did a good job getting a foot on that. Kind of a little back
yeah, that wasn't
kind of
an easy angle. Go ahead, please.
No, and that's just athletic maneuver there to make something into nothing. Or
out of nothing. Into something. Out of nothing. Something out of nothing. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. I'm still going to make fun of you later, but I knew what you
please
meant.
Please do. All those headers I took back in high school coming to catch up to me now.
You should have used a soccer ball instead of a medicine ball.
Yeah. Sure felt like a medicine ball.
Throwing for the Quincy Jackrabbits. The Jacks on the move via Emily World. Swept away by the back line of Eastmont, and on the move we go. Fisher. Nice through ball for Brown. Brown and Scabman. And Scabman prevails this time. Goal kick for the Jackrabbits. This moment of the game brought to you by Sangster Motors. The American Challenge is on at Sangster Motors, home of the all-new Yukon SUV. Touch to the back for Bauman. She defers to Fry. Nice move that time by Raymond. Up the field across the mark by Raymond, and now connecting with Chandler. Chandler backs up. May try it. Farther back now for Bauman. Bauman and Little. On the mark is Acevedo. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Eastmont ball. And judging by the trot by Miss Little, it will be. Halftime, Eastmont leading Quincy 4-0. 3 tallies courtesy of one Jayden Brown and 1 tally by Megan Chandler. Ball goes out of bounds once again. And there's the whistle that tells us that this first half is history, with the Eastmont Wildcats leading the Quincy Jackrabbits by a score of 4-0. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Shauna Larson. I'm the designated broker here at Laura Mounter Real Estate. We are a locally owned firm, and we've worked hard to earn our reputation of always doing business the right way. Laura Mounter Real Estate is continually investing in the best technologies and highest quality marketing. For these reasons, our community has voted us the world's best real estate office for the past 5 years. If you have real estate needs, let a Laura Mounter real estate agent show you the difference.
My name is Brian Thorpe. I own Global Car Care in Wenatchee and have been here for about 25 years.
Brian started Global Car Care as Brian's automotive alternative on Orondo Street.
Some customers were following Brian since Brian's automotive time.
No, we're just grateful to be part of this community. This is where I grew up. We want to do our part to be a valuable part of this community. We want to thank you for trusting our business for 25 years.
Building. It's in our blood. Building something out of nothing. It takes heart, grit, and hard work. At One Way Construction, our crew is our family. With decades of contracting experience and our in-house design team, we bring a unique perspective to building. We know that if we work together, we are capable of reaching heights that are impossible to reach alone. The possibilities are endless.
Save Mart is the place to go if you are in the market for home furnishings. They have rows and rows of sofas, love seats, recliners, and chairs, and a vast array of fabrics and colors. Name brands include Ashley, Best, and Stanton. With pictures, lamps, and tables to complement your new furniture, Save Mart is a one-stop shop. Save Mart offers 12-month special financing on approval of credit. Save Mart also offers free delivery, setup, and haul away in their service area. Serving the Wenatchee Valley for over 50 years. Located on North Wenatchee Avenue, or visit online at savemart.net.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
During the Les Schwab Spring Tire Sale, save up to $200 when you bundle select tires, wheels, and brakes. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Come back to Wildcat Stadium in East Wenatchee, Washington, where we have just watched the first half of this contest between the visiting Jackrabbits of Quincy and the Eastmont Wildcats, with the Wildcats taking on an early lead starting in the 9th minute, courtesy of Jayden Brown, followed by the 2-0 tally 2 minutes later by Megan Chandler, and then 2 more by Brown in the 23rd minute, and ultimately in the 31st minute, making this a 4-0 lead. Safe to assume that we might see a backup goalkeeper over there, Wisen?
Looks like they're warming one up, and you know, a good opportunity.
Absolutely.
It's Cora's last year, right? And yeah, it is Cora. I think she's a senior.
It's going to be Liliana Johnson this year.
Yeah, so might as well get your backup a few minutes.
That's right. The same way that Elise Bickford got her first taste of varsity action, entering as a freshman in the first half, we might see Liliana Johnson keep guard under the 3 tubes, replacing Cora Fry and earning a few minutes worth of varsity experience as a freshman here against the Quincy Jackrabbits. Well, basically the first half transpired the way we predicted it to be, in a way. It was, and the way the coach Tafoya predicted it. They were hoping to keep it close, didn't quite happen. But the gap, the difference between these playing at 1A school and playing at 4A school was obvious, basically from the moment the ball started rolling. Matt Wisen.
Yeah, the complexity, I guess, of the game that Eastmont's playing versus the game that Quincy's playing is, you know, a peanut butter jelly sandwich compared to whatever you're going to go and eat in France, or you know. There's a lot more game to Eastmont's right now, is what I'm trying to say, than what Quincy's trying to do. And
let's not forget, Quincy's no slouch. They're 4-1. They're having a good season. It's just that
they are.
The level of opponents that they face doesn't really perhaps merit a straight comparison with the level of soccer that Eastmont is playing right now.
Yeah, if you watch the runs, I guess as a viewer, if you're just going to compare the two teams, watch them in the middle of the field. Watch the number of passes that Eastmont makes when they're in possession, and how quickly they're making those passes, and second and third runners. So you might send a runner, which is going to create space for another runner who ultimately gets the ball. That's a second runner pass.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're making third runner passes, and that's just really difficult to defend as a team. And Quincy's just not really there yet.
Yeah, those deep balls that found Brown and found Flanagan time and time again paid some serious dividends throughout the first half for the Eastmont Wildcats. When we come back, we will tell you all about the second half of action. It's 4-0 so far at halftime. So we'll see what the next 40 minutes of soccer bring our way. This is NCWLIFE Channel. Don't go away.
Building. It's in our blood. Building something out of nothing. It takes heart, grit, and hard work. At One Way Construction, our crew is our family. With decades of contracting experience and our in-house design team, we bring a unique perspective to building. We know that if we work together, we are capable of reaching heights that are impossible to reach alone. The possibilities are endless.
Save Mart is the place to go if you are in the market for home furnishings. They have rows and rows of sofas, love seats, recliners, and chairs in a vast array of fabrics and colors. Name brands include Ashley, Best, and Stanton. With pictures, lamps, and tables to complement your new furniture, Save Mart is a one-stop shop. Save Mart offers 12-month special financing on approval of credit. Save Mart also offers free delivery, setup, and haul away in their service area. Serving the Wenatchee Valley for over 50 years. Located on North Wenatchee Avenue, or visit online at savemart.net.
Hi, I'm Shauna Larson. I'm the designated broker here at Laura Mounter Real Estate. We are a locally owned firm, and we've worked hard to earn our reputation of always doing business the right way. Laura Mounter Real Estate is continually investing in the best technologies and highest quality marketing. For these reasons, our community has voted us the world's best real estate office for the past 5 years. If you have real estate needs, let a Laura Mounter real estate agent show you the difference.
My name is Brian Thorpe. I own Global Car Care in Wenatchee and have been here for about 25 years.
Brian started Global Car Care as Brian's automotive alternative on Orondo Street.
Some customers were following Brian since Brian's automotive time.
No, we're just grateful to be part of this community. This is where I grew up. We want to do our part to be a valuable part of this community. We want to thank you for trusting our business for 25 years.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
During the Les Schwab Spring Tire Sale, save up to $200 when you bundle select tires, wheels, and brakes. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium in East Wenatchee, Washington. We're just about ready to start this second half of action with Eastmont kicking it off from left to right. Did I get that right? I did, yes.
Yeah.
And that's pretty good. That's like 5 in a row for me.
Undefeated so far.
Not undefeated. Not undefeated. That's why I got into trouble in the first place.
That was preseason, right?
Yeah. From left to right on your screen in Columbia blue, and the Quincy Jacks in white and green from right to left on your screen, with Eastmont leading this one by a score so far of 4-0. This moment of the game brought to you by Wenatchee Powersports, now featuring Polaris, Yamaha, KTM, and Beta sales, parts, and service available at Wenatchee Powersports. We're back in business now. The touch into Quincy land goes wide. Miss Kendall Flanagan can't quite catch up to it. And do we have a change under the 3 tubes for Eastmont? It looks like we do.
Yeah, we do. I'm not used to seeing Cora here on the sideline, but yes, we do. Cora can watch the game now from a different perspective.
When you're used to starting and you have to sit for A, B, or C reason the first time, it can be quite nerve-wracking, though, no matter what the score is. You want to be in there. You want to be part of the action. Would that be right?
Yeah, definitely. But it's also an opportunity. I mean, change of scenery. She can watch.
Good through all that time. There's Megan Chandler, and the stop with her right foot by Miss Scapman. My Wisen, I interrupted you. I apologize.
I was going to say she can watch the game from a little bit different view, a little bit different perspective, and see some of the build-up into the attack. Whereas she usually just sees the attack side from coming at her.
Yeah. Yeah. Flanagan. On the mark is Quintero. The shot across by May Treichett. The header sails wide. It will be a goal kick. It looks like it was Brown on the header that time, right?
Mm-hmm. A good cross in, good run.
Goal kick for the Jackrabbits.
Goal kick for the Jackrabbits. I checked out their new high school this weekend for the first time. My goodness, that is an impressive complex there.
Yeah, that's something definitely to be proud of.
Without a doubt. So kudos to the folks of Quincy. Deep run now by World with some room. She wants to make something happen. Taken back by Bauman. Bit of a collision there. Flag is up.
A little bit of a foul there. A little
foul called. It will be free kick for Eastmont. Scary bit of a play there. Bauman looked like she fell flat onto the pitch, and right around the same spot where Adriana Klinkenberg got her injury. So a bit of deja vu, unwanted deja vu for the Wildcats there. Lucky for all involved. Ms. Bauman is back vertically and waiting for this throw-in by the Jackrabbits. Whirl into the box. Donovan, the shot and the stop by the freshman, Liliana Johnson. Responding in fine fashion for the first time as a varsity goalkeeper this season, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, good job keeping that that goal there, not letting that ball get in between the post and the body, and snuffing that hard ball that was dropping.
Good through ball that time. Shot across by Brown. It doesn't quite work as she intended. Ball goes out of bounds. Goal kick for the Jackrabbits.
I know I've been a little bit harsh on Quincy maybe, but they have some things that they can definitely work on and move forward. And they're still in the game. They're still working hard. They haven't given up, and there's lots of positives there.
Absolutely.
Defensively, if I was coach, I would work on mainly starting with the defense and the back line compactness. They're just a little bit too wide there, and if they can recognize where the runs are coming through and learn to get a little bit more compact in the back and work together as a unit, then they can build from there, and that will really help them moving forward.
Now, we have a bit of bad news here for the Eastmont Wildcats, as Ms. Jayden Brown has had to leave the game limping and be replaced. Hopefully she's all right. She's being tended to. She's walking somewhat gingerly, but she is no longer one of the 22 protagonists of this stretch of play. Good move that time. Left foot across. Out of the box, the shot, and it sails wide. Good effort by the Wildcats. Looked like May Trychit with that shot.
Goal kick for the Jackrabbits.
45-34 on the clock. Just a handful of minutes into this second half. The Wildcats of Eastmont leading the Jackrabbits of Quincy by a score of 4-0. Ball goes out of bounds.
Throwing for the Wildcats.
Throw-in for the Wildcats. May Trychit opening the game up for Little. Switching across the center alley for Rosen. Now Fisher. May Trychit. Little. Off the pass by number 4, it looks like, Bickford.
It looks like they moved Bickford from the left back to the
right. Right. Oh, the shot, and it kicked away by Scott. You're correct about that. It looks like they moved her.
Yeah, tricky shot coming in. I thought that got off her foot, but and it would have been a corner kick, but it looks like they're going to give her a goal kick.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a corner kick. And judging by the body language of some of the folks here in the stands, they thought it was going to be a corner kick too. And that delivery doesn't quite work. There's Flanagan, and it sails wide and high. 47-23 into this contest.
Not quite sure what they're trying to accomplish with these goal kicks. They just really, there's no width to them, and they're kind of just putting them down in the middle. Now that, here we go, they're going to drop somebody near to the kicker's right side. But
yeah, they should take a page out of the Cora Fry book, Matt Wisen, because those were some goal kicks in the first half.
Yeah, she's got a foot. Not everybody can take that page out of that book.
Well said. May Trychit. Bauman. On the mark is Donovan. Ruzen. Marking now is Peña. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Quincy ball. This moment of the game brought to you by August Edge Real Estate, your personal real estate agency with full service offered at just 2% listing fee. Whirl. Carla Nunez, taken back by the Wildcats. Good through ball that time. Interesting ball. Bickford Top of the box. Right-footed shot, and it sails high. Chandler, it looks like, on the shot. And it will be goal kick for the Quincy Jackrabbits. This moment of the game brought to you by Jeffers, Danielson's Son, and Aylward Attorneys, serving the Wenatchee Valley with the finest professional services since 1946. Again, struggling to get out of their own half of the field with those goal kicks, Matt Wisen.
Yeah.
A through ball connects with Bickford. Bickford, a sweeping save by Scabman. What a moment that would have been for the freshman. Whirl and Donovan. Donovan trying to find Nayeli Salazar. Ball goes out of bounds, and Ms. Little will likely put it back into play. You were saying, Matt?
Just, I mean, they're kind of running out of options. They're having a field player take those kicks, which is one less target, if you will. And you don't have to kick them long. You just have to have options, and they're not really giving them anything. They're just kind of packing people around the 20, 25-yard line on the football pitch, which is only 15 yards or so from where the ball's at, and in the middle. And they're turning to face. They're facing their own goal that they're supposed to be moving away from, and so they're receiving it, and Eastmont's able just to crash that ball and come right in on goal, and it's a scary situation. So spend some time with your back line, working the ball out under pressure, and that's going to pay huge dividends for this Quincy team.
Ellie Little across midfield, sent back by Samantha Castro. Now is Nayeli Salazar. Donovan. Whirl. Couple of bounces. This could be interesting. And Ms. Johnson putting an end to that dangerous piece. Across midfield, the Wildcats go. Riley Fisher. Stopped by Clarissa Cruz. Now it's Paige Fisher. Touch up field for Chandler. Rejected by the Jacks. Little on the stop. Bickford with a bit of trouble.
Genesis took it.
Nayeli Salazar and Donovan. Donovan looking for Whirl. Bickford. Flanagan. First runner is Samantha Castro. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Eastmont ball. 51-42 on the clock. May Trichet. Riley Fisher. First runner is Lilian Peña for Quincy. Better second half so far for Quincy, I would say, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, a little bit. They're playing a little more in the middle of the field and connecting a few more passes.
Whistle on the play, foul called. No, just a throw in. I stand corrected. Whirl and Nunez. Paige Fisher on the takeaway. Riley Fisher, good ball for Chandler.
Wildcats.
And that makes it 5. Second personal tally for Megan Chandler in the 53rd minute of play. Just when we were singing the praises of a slightly improved Quincy team, Megan Chandler puts more daylight between Jackrabbits and Wildcats. It's 5-0 Eastmont.
Yeah, that's that compactness of the back line deal. And I was just watching that passing lane open up, and I was going to say how impressed I've been with the Fisher girls tonight. They've really been controlling the middle there, and their vision for those runs through with Jayden and Chandler has been outstanding tonight, and that pass was just spot on the mark tonight, and the finish was nothing less you couldn't ask for anymore.
Absolutely not. This moment of the game brought to you by Laura Mounter Real Estate, rated world's best real estate firm for the Wenatchee Valley in 2020. Emily Whirl. The clearing doesn't quite work as Donovan tries to make something happen, gets past Little. Shot, and the stop by Liliana Johnson. Making a bit of a name for herself here, Miss Johnson is. In her first varsity appearance of the season. Bickford leaving one behind with some room ahead. Waiting for it is Flanagan. There's Flanagan. Good move. Under some pressure there. Taken away by Nunez. Trying again is Fisher. Connecting with Flanagan. Interrupted. There's Whirl. Deep push. Looking for Donovan. First runner is Bauman. Ball goes out of bounds. Referee says it is Eastmont ball. One Way Construction is a premier custom home builder and general contractor in North Central Washington. One Way Construction, your project, your way. Long distance shot. Not a major problem for Ms. Johnson. Whirl on the effort. That one sails out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Quincy.
Jasmine will be throwing it in.
And Whirl's dropped back. I guess trying to get on the ball a little bit more. You want your players on the ball as much as you can. And she's had to drop back into the midfield to help two things: get the ball more, and also contend with the Riley sisters, or the Fisher sisters and Riley. She's starting to get a little tired now, but
she has to do that during long stretches of the first half as well.
Mm-hmm.
Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Quincy ball. This moment of the game brought to you by Global Car Care. Your vehicle is their #1 priority. Diesels and European cars are their specialty. Pick up and drop off available. Stop by their website, globalcarcare.net. Swinging the ball open to the right side for Little. Flanagan. On the mark by Carla Nunez. Not all of that looked entirely licit. Flanagan. Good through ball that time. Chandler. My word. It's 3 apiece for Chandler and Brown. 57 minutes. It's 6-0 Wildcats. Couple of substitutions coming in for Eastmont. One of them, it looks like Ms. Raymond, and the other one, number 15, Kylie Linebarrier. We're back in action now. And it is, I think, worth noting how similar some of the goals are starting to look to each other. Seems like the Eastmont Wildcats found the recipe and they're sticking with it, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, they've been those long balls through the middle and good diagonal run and a couple touches and back the net.
Matraichit. Fisher. Trying to scoot one past Carla Nunez. Matraichit. Good through ball that time. Offside, says the referee. Miss Flanagan doesn't quite agree. It will be indirect free kick for the Quincy Jackrabbits, who now trail 6-0 here as we approach the 60th minute of play at Wildcat Stadium. Quick substitution coming. It looks like number 11, Giovanna Ramirez, will get some playing time, replacing Kylie Matraichit. Flanagan. Off to the races is line barrier. First touch. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Quincy ball. And Miss Scapman will corroborate that. Almost 59th minute of play, with Quincy trailing by a half dozen here at Wildcat Stadium. Folks, don't forget, on March 19th, it's not just soccer here on NCWLIFE Channel. On March 19th, 6:30 p.m., it's the pair ball, Cascade football against Kashmir football, live with Eric Granstrom and Grant Olson. Then the next day, March 20th, 12:50 p.m., live soccer action, Wenatchee against Eastmont. Girls soccer with myself on the call and this fine gentleman to my left, Matt Wisen, on the expert analysis. Then volleyball on the 24th, Wednesday, March 24th at 6:50 p.m. It's Moses Lake, the Chiefs, against the Eastmont Wildcats volleyball team, coming to you live from Eastmont High School with Eric Granstrom on the call. And finally, on March 26th, it's Ephrata football against Eastmont football right here at Wildcat Stadium, 6:30 p.m. with Eric Granstrom on the call and Grant Olson on the color commentator spot. Quick run down the right side. Trying to make something happen is Lilian Peña. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be... No, it will not be a throw-in. The referee saw something illicit in that maneuver, and it will be... And ultimately, it will be a throw-in. Looked like they were calling for a free kick for a second, but no. It was just going to be a throw-in. We're playing under artificial lighting here, even though it's still somewhat clear out. Whirl, leaving one behind, trying for two. Shooting across the center alley, past Pedregon. Lilian Peña. Whistle on the play. Let's see what the referee calls it. It's going to be a foul, and it's going to be Quincy ball. Substitution coming, two of them as a matter of fact. Number 17, Lizeth Perez, will enter the contest for the Wildcats. So a game like that, a good opportunity for some of the bench players to get some minutes under their collective belts, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, and what Megan was asking for was some more rest for those quads, and so this is a good opportunity as well. And 2 for 1.
Yeah, she's not coming back. It looks like there's a shot in this top by Miss Johnson, preserving so far what looks to be a shutout in the making. Through ball. How is that not offside? But we're going to continue with the play. Shot across, and not much to worry about for Miss Scapman. How was that not offside, Matt Wisen?
I need to see the replay.
All right.
It was close, but I blinked, and the timing must have absolutely been spot on.
True.
Nunez will be taking the goal kick.
Goal kick for the Quincy Jackrabbits. Taken quickly back by the Wildcats. Let's see. $6-0 the score. With Eastmont in the lead. 3 goals apiece for Chandler and Brown. There's Whirl. Determined to make something happen. There's a player in Eastmont whose ponytail covers the entirety of her number, Matt Wisen. She's on the 40-yard line right now.
Free kick for the Jackrabbits.
I want to say is Lizeth Perez, number 17, but I couldn't tell you right at the moment.
I'll try and keep an eye. She just came in, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. There's a shot from far away by Carla Nunez, rejected by the back line of Eastmont. Whistle on the play. foul called. It will be a free kick for, it is number 17, Lisette
Free
Perez.
kick for the Wildcats.
And this is Paige Fisher taking care of this free kick. 63 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock. This moment of the game brought to you by Les Schwab Tires. Les Schwab takes your safety seriously every time you stop by. Throw in for the down but not out Jackrabbits, with Stephanie Sanchez, number 20. Recovered quickly by the Wildcats. Line barrier. Perez. Oh, nice move by Perez. Nice move by Perez. Shot into the box for Flanagan. And it bounces off. Looks like one of the shoulders of the goalkeeper's cap, man. And out to the races is Whirl on the other end now. Everybody's okay. Bit of a collision there. No foul called. And now the referee stops the action.
I'm not sure what's going on here.
Looks like it's going to be ball to the ground.
Why the...
And number 18 for Eastmont has entered the contest. That would be Miss Kylie May-Trichett. Yep, it looks like, let's see what the referee is calling this.
I think he might have thought that a player was a little more injured than need be, or was actually just was precautionary and stopped the game at that point.
Pedregon. Taken back by the Wildcats. Some of the Wildcat defenders calling for a foul there. Line barrier. Ball goes out of bounds.
Throwing for the Wildcats. Ellie will be taking it.
Line barrier. Trying to approach midfield. Not making the referee in the process. Whirl on the recovery. Under some pressure. Up ahead is Donovan. Whirl on the individual maneuver. Into the box. The shot. This could be interesting, and it sails wide. Good effort by Quincy.
Goal kick for the Wildcats.
66-34 on the clock. This moment of the game brought to you by Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, providing heating and air conditioning service and installation since 1982. Serving residential and commercial, they specialize in indoor air quality installation and service or repair. There's Little under some pressure from Donovan. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be a goal kick for the Eastmont Wildcats. 6-0 lead for Eastmont over Quincy. If this result holds, Quincy's record would drop to 4-2, while Eastmont's record would rise to an impressive 6-0. Nothing but W so far for Eastmont, and if this result holds, they would go. Oh, a good through ball that time. Flanagan, flag is up. No.
And the sideline ref has indicated offsides for the
Offsides. Offsides once again. Free kick, the indirect kind for Quincy now.
Carla Nunez with a long kick.
Stopped at midfield by May Trichett. Line barrier. A touch upfield. Perez. Little. Bauman. Bauman. Straight up ahead. Into Quincy territory. May Trichett. Little. The touch by Whirl. Acevedo. Whirl. Whirl. Across the center alley. Good defensive maneuver by Raymond. Raymond, nice job. Deep ball off to the races. Through ball. Into the box we go. Waiting for it is Perez. The shot sails wide.
Over to the right side.
It was Flanagan, it looks like, from the left side this time. Trying her luck and perhaps seeking to earn the first tally of the game, which is amazing considering how busy she's been. And what a constant headache she's been for the back line of Quincy, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, she's definitely finding some good running lanes, and Eastmont's making those passes. Just needs to watch her timing a little bit more. She's been caught off a few too many times tonight, and that might be disrupting her shooting because she has to check and make sure that flag's staying down before she shoots.
Joanna Ramirez enters the contest for the Wildcats. Little just shields the ball. Lets it sail by untouched and out of bounds. May Trichit. Ramirez. Pushing it way to the other flank of the field. Little. Recovered by Whirl. Whirl. Acevedo. Taken back by the backline of Eastmont. Bauman trying to keep it in bounds. Does not prosper. Substitution coming for the Quincy Jackrabbits. As we approach the 71st minute of play. The Jackrabbits trailing Eastmont by a score of 6-0. The player that entered the contest just now for Quincy is number 16, Melissa Avalos.
Need to hold it up to the stadium light to be able to read it now.
What?
No, it's so dark in here in the booth. We're having to hold it up to catch some reflection off the stadium lights to be able to read your papers.
We are in the dark here in the booth, folks.
Literally and figuratively sometimes. Right?
71 minutes, 42 seconds. Hey, you know what? I waited 16 months to be in the dark like this, all right? No complaints here. And now it looks like another substitution is brewing for Eastmont. This time it looks like Kylie Rosen will see some more playing time. She started in place of the injured Adriana Klinkenberg. A through ball once again. Flanagan to the races. Perez waiting inside the box. There's a shot. Perez can't quite control it. Still trying. Little. Stopped by Whirl. Whirl. Off to the races now is Donovan. Let's see who's going to get there first. Donovan or Raymond. Is going to be Donovan. There's a player waiting inside the box. The shot across does not quite prosper. But, man, you got to give it up for these Quincy kids, man. They're really, really trying to make something happen. 6-0, 3-0, 12-0. They're still trying to break on through.
Definitely. They keep pushing hard. Whirl is just gassed out there, and she just keeps finding energy. And Donovan there again, good pace on that late run in the game, and I'm impressed by the Quincy's fight.
Shot across, and the stop by speaking of impressive, another impressive performance so far by Liliana Johnson. The quick touch to Little, approaching midfield. Bit of a bounce from Donovan to Lisette Perez.
Throw in for the Jackrabbits.
Throw in for
Stephanie will be
the Jacks. Taking care of it right now will be Sanchez. Pushing it across midfield. Stop there by May Treichert. Now sails all the way back to Johnson. Line barrier pushing the ball upfield, looking for Perez. Pedregon. Perez in the throw-in. Donovan. Taken away by May Treichert. Donovan. Deep ball approaching midfield. Taken back by the Wildcats. Fisher. Wondering which way to go. Bit of a collision. Play continues. Whirl with the last bit of energy. Still in play. Still in Quincy's possession, and now sent out of bounds.
Throw in for the Jackrabbits.
It was between Whirl and Avalos that they pushed that ball into the box and forced Eastmont to just send it out of bounds with more urgency than style.
It was effective. I mean, as much ground as Whirl covered there, if she was going to get it on her shooting foot inside the box, that was going to be more likely than not a goal. She was very determined to get something up. So Eastmont did the right thing there by sending that out of play.
Perez and Flanagan. On the mark for the Jackrabbits was Stephanie Sanchez. The referee saw something he did not like. It's going to be Eastmont ball. The question is, will it be a throw-in or a free kick? It looks like a free kick from here. And once again, I'm wrong.
No, we got a little disagreement between the AR and the center.
Yeah,
here.
that's exactly what I was. Yep.
Stephanie will be taking it.
And it looks like the AR won. Healthy conversation.
May Treichert. Little. A bit of a ping pong game. Line barrier. Arevalo. Flanagan, the shot.
And a nice save by Jocelyn.
Nobody can say that Miss Flanagan is not a good listener. You could perhaps hear, "Put it away, Kendall," in the background. And she turned and delivered a shot that Miss Scabman stopped. Past line barrier. Off to the races we go. Perez and Flanagan. The touch. Good idea. Let's see if Rosen can catch up to it. She will not. The assistant referee had his flag up.
Goal kick for the Jackrabbits.
It will just be a goal kick, however. 77 minutes, 22 seconds into this one. We're just a handful of minutes away from the end of regulation, with Eastmont leading Quincy by a score of 6-0. Just a quick review: 3 goals apiece for Jayden Brown and Megan Chandler. The first one, 9th minute for Brown. The second one, 11th minute for Chandler. The third one and the fourth one, 23rd and 31st minutes for Brown. The fifth one and the sixth one, 53rd and 57th minutes for Megan Chandler. There's a bit of a collision there. Miss Whirl gets the worst of it, ends up flat on her belly, and it will be a free kick for Quincy. This moment of the game brought to you by Save Marts. Shop Smarts, shop local, serving the Wenatchee Valley since 1962, and by Earthwise Pet. If your pet had a choice, they would choose Earthwise. Well, into the box, but before Miss Whirl can conjure that little bit of energy, Miss Johnson makes the stop for the Wildcats. Off to the races we go. Flag is up, however. A bit of a handball, says the assistant referee. The central referee agrees with him, and it will be a free kick, the indirect kind, apparently, for the Quincy Jackrabbits.
A free kick for the Jackrabbits.
One interesting thing, this shows you how intertwined this valley really is. Before the game started, we were trying to get the information, all the pregame information, starters, coaches, etc. And I went to talk to Francisco Tafoya, the head coach for Quincy. And I was talking to him, and Matt Kimmel, one of the assistants for Eastmont, approached Coach Tafoya. And Coach Tafoya looked up, saw him come, and said, "Hey, it's my high school coach." I had no idea that Matt Kimmel was indeed Francisco Tafoya's coach at Quincy when Tafoya was a student. And this happens over and over in all sorts of sports in the valley. There's whirl. Coaches, a lot of coaches tend to stay and stick around and become. There's a shot, not a problem for Johnson. Good effort by the Quincy Jackrabbits, and become the mentors of the younger generations at schools that perhaps they played at or played against. We're playing with the clock stopped at 78, which tells us that the time is now being kept on the field by the officials. And there's the whistle that tells us that this goes into the books with a victory for the still undefeated Eastmont Wildcats over the Quincy Jackrabbits by a score of 6-0. We'll be back after this with the player of the game, the final interviews, and a whole lot more. This is NCWLIFE Channel. Don't go away.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's friendly staff strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists, proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
Doghouse Motorsports just won Best Motorsports Store for the 7th year in a row. Is it the great facility? Is it the fantastic products? Or is it?
I'm Bobby.
And I'm Tabor.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Glenn.
Hi, I'm Todd.
I'm Jeff.
And this is the Doghouse Service Team.
Hi, I'm Dee.
And I'm Dwayne.
And I'm Kathy.
Come on in and experience the Doghouse.
Are you in the doghouse?
Don't worry, all the fun is around the corner. There's no better time to get ready than now with Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa Spring Sale. Stock Up and Save sale is now going on in-store and online at BlueLagoonPoolandSpa.com. Even pool heaters are on sale. Financing available upon approval. Credit 24-month, no interest with equal payments. Stop by today or order online at BlueLagoonPoolandSpa.com. Free water testing available in-store or curbside. Going on now through June 1st.
Take on the new year in a new Ford from Pat Armstrong Ford. From premium grade muscle to unparalleled performance. Take on any payload. The all-new 2021 Ford F-150 at Pat Armstrong Ford. Take on any adventure. Take on every thrill. The all-new 2021 Bronco Sport and 2021 Mustang Mach-E. Built to take on every resolution at Pat Armstrong Ford. We are community strong in East Wenatchee.
JDSA Law is a proud sponsor of these local sports broadcasts. They've been serving North Central and Eastern Washington since 1946. For over 70 years, their team of dedicated professionals has delivered quality, innovative legal services. JDSA Law partners with you to provide the finest legal advice and support as you navigate your personal and business challenges, risks, and accomplishments. At JDSA Law, they salute our local athletes and wish them well on another excellent season of competition.
The world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate, available in the GMC Sierra.
My name is Brian Thorpe. I own Global Car Care in Wenatchee and have been here for about 25 years.
Brian started Global Car Care as Brian's automotive alternative on Orondo Street.
Some customers were following Brian since Brian's automotive time.
No, we're just grateful to be part of this community. This is where I grew up. We want to do our part to be a valuable part of this community. We want to thank you for trusting our business for 25 years.
At Earthwise Pet, we take an all-natural approach to wellness and nutrition. Our professional certified groomers were trained by the best in the Pacific Northwest. Our staff here at Earthwise Pet are all certified in pet nutrition. We are here to help you select the perfect food, supplement, and anything else you may need to make sure your pet is living its best and most healthy life. Earthwise Pet, Nutrition Center and Wellness Spa. Online or in the store, we are here for you.
Save Mart is the place to go if you are in the market for home furnishings. They have rows and rows of sofas, love seats, recliners, and chairs, and a vast array of fabrics and colors. Name brands include Ashley, Best, and Stanton. With pictures, lamps, and tables to complement your new furniture, Save Mart is a one-stop shop. Save Mart offers 12-month special financing on approval of credit. Save Mart also offers free delivery, setup, and haul away in their service area. Serving the Wenatchee Valley for over 50 years. Located on North Wenatchee Avenue or visit online at savemart.net.
High school in East Wenatchee, Washington, where we just have witnessed the Eastmont Wildcats take this game over the Quincy Jackrabbits by a score of 6-0. Next to us are the players of the game. First, Riley Fisher, and then Cora Fry. First things first, Cora, I'm sure you want to say hi to your grandma.
Hi, Grandma. Miss you.
Now, Riley and Cora, what does this game do for your confidence, for your preparedness, knowing that the next game is the big one against Wenatchee? Let's start with you, Cora.
I think in practice we've been working a lot on building up our play, keeping possession, being smart with the ball, and I think we worked on that here a lot tonight. So we just want to move that into the next game.
I think it's just really nice that we're finally starting to get some really good chemistry, because when we first played Wenatchee, we had so many new players, and it's just constantly building.
All right. Now, what was it about this game that allowed you to play in such a way that it was so dominant?
Practice, I guess. We've been going hard every day and just, again, try and build that, get players in, get the chemistry going, and I think it showed a lot.
I think definitely our composure's been improving a lot, so we're being able to play through the back, and instead of just booting it up, we're just working through all the sections of the field.
Now, it seems at times that you and Paige have been playing forever. You probably have, but it's almost by memory you are there in the field.
Yeah, it's definitely nice because we have trained together pretty much all our lives, so a lot of times we just know where each other's gonna go.
All right. And what was it like for you having to sit down in the second half? Was it nerve-wracking? Was it a relief to watch Ms. Johnston do a fine job keeping the clean sheet alive?
I think it's super exciting for the future of our program, because I told Tato, I trust her fully to do this, get the job done, and she did amazing, so can't complain. Can't complain at all.
Thank you, ladies. Congratulations. And now, for the second part of this interview, the head coach of the Eastmont Wildcats, Vidal Hurtado, is with our very own Matt Wisen.
Yeah, congratulations, Coach. Good performance tonight. Sometimes coaches love the opportunity to have a game like this where they can get some bench players in, build up some minutes, but also have an issue maybe losing intensity coming into such a rivalry game on Saturday. How are you going to approach that?
we want to be competitive with every team that we play, so I base decisions off that, and today it allowed us to make some subs and give people minutes. On Saturday, it's based on how we do. If we need a sub, we will. If we don't need a sub, then we won't. I know it's a meaningful game for our student athletes, and they want to get that win, so we'll adjust as the game goes.
So I'll give you a minute to just kind of say some things about your players here. It's been a pleasure watching them from the sidelines, over the last couple of years. Maybe you can give them a couple words of what you're thinking about how they've grown, and maybe the next steps, what you hope to see out of it.
Yeah. Well, speaking of these two here, Super Fry, she's been a goalkeeper for most of her life, and I rely on her a lot. She knows how to play the game. She knows how to come out. Riley Fisher has been doing a great job of finding the gaps behind the defense. That's why she got the player of the game today. Jayden and Megan both scored a hat trick, but it's because of players like Riley that were feeding them to create those opportunities. So the future looks good. It's because of leadership like Cora and Riley, along with Megan and Jayden, that helps me kind of bring the vision to life, and it's because of them.
Well, it's been a pleasure watching you two ladies grow and play well, and coach. It's been a pleasure watching you with this team, and you're good to see some good results.
Thank you.
All right, those were the players of the game, Riley Fisher and Cora Fry, and the head coach of the Wildcats, Vidal Hurtado. When we come back, we have the final thoughts for you here on NCW Live Channel. Don't go away.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's friendly staff strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists, proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
Wenatchee Powersports not only has a new owner, but an all-new attitude to match. Speaking of attitude, check out the 2021 models arriving now. Polaris snowmobiles, ATVs and side-by-sides. Yamaha motorcycles, watercraft ATVs and side-by-sides. KTM motorcycles and the latest edition Beta high-performance motorcycles. Coming this fall, a huge demo event featuring the latest and hottest off-road machines. It's all at the retuned Wenatchee Powersports, where maximum performance is a way of life. 3031 GS Center Road in North Wenatchee, open Tuesday through Saturday.
The Eastmont Wildcats have just taken care, and then some, of the Quincy Jackrabbits by a score of 6-0. And speaking of 6-0, that's the record of these Eastmont Wildcats, who seem to be hitting on all cylinders here, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, they just found their top gear and have been staying in it and not looking back. What are you going to do? I mean, if it all is in a just a dream situation right now, as he alluded earlier, his leadership with his younger players are coming on. They're progressing well. They're very positive. They've been very positive for the last few years. I've been taking note of that. And they've got a fantastic game on Saturday. What more can you ask for? Wenatchee's finding their stride as well, and I'm sure wants a little payback. So it should be very competitive and very fun to watch a game on Saturday.
Absolutely. Looking forward to seeing you here. Looking forward to seeing you watching this game alongside with us. On behalf of everyone involved, I'm Sebastian Moraga. This is Matt Wisen saying thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Good night.
Counterplay inside, picking his way back to the 10, to the 5.
Thanks for watching High School Sports on your home for local high school sports, the NCWLIFE Channel. Today's broadcast was brought to you by August Edge Real Estate, Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Doghouse Motorsports, Global Car Care, the Highlander Golf Course and Grill, JDSA Law, Laura Mounter Real Estate, Les Schwab Tires, One Way Construction, Pat Armstrong Ford Lincoln, Save Mart, Sangster Motors, Wenatchee Powersports, Earthwise Pet, and Chelan Douglas Casa. Stay with us all year long for high school sports on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel. We now return to regular programming already in progress.